Hi, I'm Madi Tritten. I'm a high school counselor at Maryville High School.
I'm Matt Tritten. I do sales at KXEV, KLRNW, and also work for the Bearcat Radio Network.
And this is Nolan. He's our son. He's 5.
In a kindergarten?
Yep, at Eugene Field. So in March of 2021, I consider myself a below average runner and started running, and I noticed that there was some bleeding after each run, and I thought that maybe I should get that checked out. Matt at the time when I scheduled this appointment was in Indiana for the Bearcat men's semifinal game, and so I scheduled an appointment with Casey Wagner in Women's Health in St. Joe, Missouri, and she had me come in for a checkup. During the checkup, she just did a normal breast exam and noticed that she found 2 lumps in my right breast, and from right then she called the radiologist and set up an ultrasound and a mammogram. She said, "You're not leaving here until we get this mammogram done." The ultrasound tech and the mammogram found 2 large tumors in my right breast. I had a biopsy in April, and they discovered it was invasive ductal carcinoma. So in July of 2021, I had a double mastectomy. They, took everything out. I thought that would probably be the best way because it hadn't gotten anywhere, and I just wanted it out. All my follow-ups with Dr. AJ have been here in Maryville, which has been great because after experiencing the driving back and forth during radiation and not wanting, leaving early in the morning, driving, coming back it took 10 minutes max. And so having AJ here is just phenomenal, and the nurses are great. He's just real with us and just a great guy, and he calls me on his own if I have concerns. I can call him and he'll return my phone calls himself.
All the worst case scenarios go through your head when in a situation like that, and it's pretty frightening. For as rough as that was and traumatic at times, I know for all 3 of us, we tried to find the positive and the good that kind of came with all of it. We do kind of stereotype it up. It's kind of more of an older crowd that would be going through this. But you think about the money raised from games like the Pink Out game and other fundraising done, like that stays here local with folks that are a little bit older, but also a lot of young people too that are kind of blindsided by this, that we're more thinking about saving for retirement and college fund, and then all of a sudden you kind of get blindsided and you say, oh, this is something that you have to take on and deal with right now too. Extra
cost of things that you need to get, like a mastectomy pillow, Eucerin lotion during radiation, those are some things that you don't think you need. You have to get prescription lotion, when your skin starts breaking. Even just the things like blankets when you're laying on the radiation table or receiving chemo. Those are some good things that I know they love to have donated, and chapstick, because your skin gets so dry, and the medications, and it's just all these things that seem like normal everyday objects. Luckily, we had those services to kind of assist us with things.
You think you have the resources, everything's lined up. This won't happen to me, but if it does, I'll be fine. But you still don't realize everything that kind of comes along with it, from not only the amount of doctor's appointments, of course, but all those small items too.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Kinsey White, and I am the lead nurse at Mosaic Medical Center, Maryville, in the Oncology and Infusion Center. It's very nice to have this local option in Maryville. When patients are getting treatment, it could be all day, they're not feeling well, they're ready to get back home to the comfort there. So it's nice to be local, not an hour, 2 hours away. Patients can sneak in, get back out, and get back home so they can heal. Recently we hired a new social worker, so she meets with our new patients and patients as needed. She'll kind of see what resources they need help with. If they need food, gas money, prescription assistance, And we also have many donations that we give out to patients, like lotion, hand sanitizer, socks, just comfort things that patients can take anytime they need it.
Hi, I'm Megan Jennings, and I'm the Director of Development for the St. Francis Foundation. Within the foundation, we have a specific cancer care fund that we have, that we're just fortunate that the community just takes such a big role in helping us ensure that we are financially able to support our local cancer care patients. A cancer diagnosis can really just be debilitating physically, emotionally, mentally, but we often forget that it's debilitating financially as well. Our foundation really goes above and beyond to support these patients. Every dollar that we receive through the foundation's Cancer Care Fund goes directly back to supporting local cancer patients. We want their number one goal to really be focused on their healing. And, we try to do everything that we can to make sure their worries aren't about how they're going to put gas in their car or food on the table, that they can really just focus on themselves and fighting cancer.
What Mosaic has done in teaming with Northwest Missouri State and Maryville High School and other surrounding foundations and community things, to be able to have opportunities like this locally in a small community really is a lift for a lot of folks.
So if you're on the fence of donating to this cause, I would highly suggest it, because you never know when you could be in this situation, or your friend or your cousin or a college roommate could be in the same situation that you're in. And all the funds collected tonight stay locally to help those next to you, and you never know when this could happen. So I just highly encourage you, if you have questions or concerns and something doesn't feel right with your body, please go get that checked out. And we have a great team here in Maryville and St. Joe with Mosaic, so I highly recommend them. And
Thank you to the Bearcats and donating to our fund. You're helping so many of our patients on their journey.
I just want to thank all the Bearcat fans, all the Bearcat supporters for putting on this Pink Out event. Throughout the year, we have so many great organizations, from the high schools to just individual families and businesses that want to support our local cancer care patients. So it's an honor this February that the Pink Out Games, hosted by the men's and women's Northwest Missouri State University basketball teams, are honoring our local cancer patients with this Pink Out event. And we just thank you for your continued support. It means the world to our local patients and their families.